Hello, everyone, and welcome to BodyBags. I'll be your reviewer for today. I'm Lonnie from Tats, and this is another random week. And the movie that I decided to go with, um, I'm a little bit confused. It came out either 2018 or 2019. This is a horror pack exclusive. I don't have horror pack, but I found this at my local record store, and I decided to give it a go. And I found out I really enjoy this movie. I think it's incredibly well done for, like you look at this, it's going to be a very, very low, ultra low budget movie, but that's besides the point because it's incredibly well written and well made. You already know by the title, I may as well just give it away. It is called Livescream, and I was absolutely incredibly impressed with this movie. It's only 70 minutes long, and it flies by at breakneck speed. But I promise you, you don't lose anything. That's kind of the beauty of it. You're not losing anything. The story goes along, and it doesn't really feel like it feels like it's as long as it needs to be, you know, and you don't really feel like you're losing anything. You don't feel like story wise or anything like that. You're losing plot or any of that kind of stuff. The story is about a man named Scott who is doing, like a lot of, like YouTubers and stuff you see, he's doing live streams or he's doing, playthroughs, where he's, people are, commenting, and stuff while while he's playing a video game. And the video game that he decides to choose is called Livescream. And so he's starting to play the game, and he has a moderator who's helping him along while he's playing this game. And the moderator is Jumping Wolf. And so, but the thing is, though, is what is interesting about this. So he starts playing the game, and people are chatting in the comment section and all this stuff. So he plays one level of the game, and at first he's not thinking anything of it. He's just thinking, oh, it's just a run of the mill, horror video game. So he starts playing it, and he's doing this level, and he's just goofing around, trying to have a good time with it and stuff like that, and he ends up coming across, he decides I'm going to go the hardest level there is, and his character gets, or his game character that he's playing in the game ends up getting killed. And now, of course, like a video game, there are different levels. One will be like in a haunted house. One will be like in a desert landscape with a car trying to get away from zombies and things like this. One will be, in a creepy basement, trying to get away from monsters and stuff like this. So the thing that's interesting though is, like at first he's got all these, you know, people that are commenting and stuff like this, and he's playing this monster game, and so, he loses the level that he's on. This monster comes up, and it's making these kind of growling noises and things like this, and it comes up and it kills the character in the game. Well, immediately following that, one of the people in the live stream or the comment section of his live stream tells him, starts saying, "Wait a minute, I'm hearing noises. There's something coming into my house. All this kind of stuff is making the same growling sound as the creature in the game." And he's like, "I'm really scared. Help me," and stuff like this. So what ends up happening is to put it simply, every single time that he's got 5 lives. Scott, this is him right there. Okay, so while he's playing the game, he's got 5 lives. Now every time one of his character dies in a level, it's like when it goes, he loses his life. One of the people in his comment section, one of his followers ends up dying. You know, and there's like another level where there's like a murdering flesh-eating clown and stuff like this. And so he realizes, at first he's like, okay, yeah, that was kind of weird. He was talking about, the something like a monster in his house, and it sounded the same as, the monster in the game. That's not right. That can't be right, and stuff like this. And it's like, can somebody check to make sure that he's okay and all this stuff? And then when he ends up seeing one of his followers, pops up. There's like a video that pops up. He sees one of his followers actually get killed. He realizes, Scott has like this oh shit moment, and he's like, okay, he tells us, he tells all the people following the comment section, get the hell out of here, get off, and all that stuff. And so, um, so a lot of them they bug out, and Scott gets a message. They tell him, here's the thing, if you leave the game without finish playing it all the way through, you will die. Or and also too, your followers will die too. So he decides that like I have no choice. It's like, and he's like, I don't want anybody to die. So he's like, I need to go ahead and finish this game. So him and his moderator, Jumpin' Wolf, they start going through these different levels, and another character named Johnny Dope comes in, and so they're like trying to get through these levels and trying to survive and everything else. And the game is it's really taunting him, and it's asking him questions like would you kill somebody to save your own life and things like this. And he's like, no, I don't want to kill anybody and stuff. And so it's like basically the rest of the whole thing is he's got to finish playing this game and make it through and try to keep himself, not just himself, but anybody else from getting killed. And so that's pretty much the movie in a nutshell. And I don't want to give away too much more, but this movie is really well made, and I believe it's the director who did no, it doesn't say it doesn't say the director's name. It's a female director, but I believe she also did the graphics for the different levels of the game and everything else, and it's really well done. And it's the acting is good. Gunnar Willis, I believe, is the name of the actor who plays Scott, and he does a really good job. He plays a very sympathetic character, and I think that's actually kind of amazing for something like this, because usually what will happen is movies of this sort. Now, I mean, there is a moment where he does, the game asks him like, why are you here and stuff, and he breaks down. He has that kind of moment that you see in movies of this type where the character breaks down and admits, okay, I'm doing this because basically I like attention, and I'm doing this because I want to, I want it's a way to reach out to people. It's fun. I want to keep doing it. I like entertaining people. I like having people, seeing me and enjoying what I do and things like this and everything. But the guy he's never a jerk about it. And, he's very much, and he's not one of these kind of people who's, would like, all I care about is my popularity and my streaming and everything else. It's about me. And, he's not like, oh, I have no problems, with this game killing my followers or anything like that, as long as I'm okay. And, he's never a jerk about it. And he's a, the character of Scott is actually a well-meaning and, maybe he's flawed, but he's a well-meaning and likable character. And he genuinely cares about people. He doesn't want anybody to die. And when he's playing the levels of these games, he's really doing his best to try to win, because he realizes that lives are on the line. Lives are at stake, and that's not something that he wants to toy with. And he's, like I say, he's not somebody that wants to just, even though, like, even when he knows the score, he's not like somebody who's like, I just want to, if I got to throw my followers to the wolves just so that I come out okay, he's not that kind of guy, So it's really, really cool. I think he does a really good job as an actor, and so yeah, I mean, just overall, this is a really good movie, and the tension is really, really good. There are scenes like when he's playing the game, there is quite a bit. I mean, of course, it's not a gory movie or anything like that, but there is quite a nice bit of suspense and tension and everything that you get. And I think the fact that you have likable characters really adds to it. And like I said, I just found this randomly at my local record store, and I just figured, well, I'll give it a shot. And boy, am I glad I did. If there's any way you could come across this movie, like if you have it in a horror pack or you can find it, I would definitely say yes. Go ahead and get this movie and check it out. It's well done, good writing, good character development. Um, you know, interesting premise. I think it's a pretty interesting premise. I mean, maybe it's been done before, but I honestly don't really recall too many movies with this kind of storyline where somebody's playing. I'm sure it's been done before, but somebody's playing a video game, and then if their character in the video game dies, either they die or somebody they know dies. Like that's actually a new one on me. So I don't know. But overall, yeah, I definitely recommend this. There's not too much more I could say about it. Like I said, it's a quick watch, 70 minutes. But trust me, in my opinion, I think at the end of it, you will leave that 70 minutes, you know, perfectly satisfied. I think you'll feel like you've gone on a really good, tense roller coaster ride of a movie. And I can't recommend it enough. So I would say, yeah. Um, yeah, there's not, like I said, without giving away too much more, there's not much more I could say about it. So yeah, Livescream, I definitely recommend this movie. I say give it a shot if you come across it. So, so that's it. So if anybody took the time to watch this, I thank you for doing it. I appreciate you for doing it. I also hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, could you please leave it a like? And if you haven't already, please go and subscribe to the BodyBags channel. We have a different reviewer, one for every day of the week. I'm the Friday reviewer. And yeah, we have a lot of good stuff coming up. And I hope you all stick around and come along for the ride. So that's it, everybody. Take care. Have a good night, and I'll see you all later.